Hey, Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and I'm joined now with Billy Joe. Bill, how are you?
All good, Michelle. All good, thank you. Just landed here in Texas. Lovely weather. Lovely place, beautiful place. Very clean. Liking it, getting a good vibe.
Just over that way, you see your face. I don't know how many feet that is. Yeah. You reckon like 100 feet?
I reckon it's more than that, but like I say, it's waking up every morning, looking over at that. It gives you that goal, that that mindset to not let anything slip, and to make sure that obviously we get the job done and get it done professionally.
You're going to get asked everything in the book this week. I really don't want to make things repetitive, so I really kind of would rather focus more so on the journey and being here than anything. For you to be able to see that right now, like really kind of taking it all in, the AT&T Stadium, we're looking at about 70,000 people in attendance. You're facing who many consider pound for pound number one. What does this moment mean for you?
Listen, it's obviously I'm here for a reason, and
no, but you know what, Bill? Answer from the 8-year-old's perspective. The young traveler who dreamt of something like this, who's never done anything like this. No one's ever done anything like this, within your community. What does it mean for you?
It's one of them that obviously I've dreamed about this time for a very, very, very long time. So it can either go, your dreams come true, or it was all a dream. But I believe that I'm here for a reason. I believe that God wouldn't bring me this far just to let me bail out this side. And sometimes I look back and even wonder at the things that's happened in the past, and I wonder how I'm even here. But I'm here, and I'm facing one of the pound for pound greats. I'm the very, very big underdog. But as we know, it's boxing's not always nailed on for a winner. So I'm not here, definitely not here to take part. But all I want is a good, fair shake of the dice, and keep it a fair, even playing field. Then I'm an happy man.
I was just hearing something about the judges. What happened there?
Listen, I've put the trust in my team MTK to sort it out with Eddie Hearn. I had a phone call with Eddie the other day. Phone call went reasonably well. I just, basically put my trust in him and leaving it with him now. That's all I can do really. But there's one or two small things now. One of them small things, when I say small, is the ring. So I just left it to my team. Like I say, we've left it to my team, and MTK and my team who's around me at the minute. I left them to sort all that rubbish. I don't even know where was going on, but look, it's one of them. You don't go on a 70,000 seater. What's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet long, and dance in a 16-foot ring or 18-foot ring or even a 20-foot ring. It's one of them that, these sort of magnitude of fights, it's got to be on a fair playing field, unification fight, proper legitimate ring, proper legitimate gloves for both of us. But we're all here to win for our families, and we're all here to put our lives on the line, and we just want a fair shake of the dice.
So I spoke with Eddie briefly just this past week, and he mentioned the phone call that you guys had. He was talking about how there was a bit of a mix-up. He felt like you had the thought that he was out to get you. Could you sort of explain what was going on there?
It's not that I had the thought out to get me. It's if it's a misunderstanding, there was a misunderstanding. But what I agreed. I will say Eddie put it right. So don't I go too much into the conversation, because it was a personal conversation between me and him. But I got off the phone happy. He got off the phone happy, and it was. I'm sort of a man. I'm a man that comes down to principles, and no matter how big or small the problem is, if it's agreed and it's something that I've agreed terms with, good or bad, I stick to it. And it was sorted out, and I put my trust in him, and there's this one more hurdle to get over, which I'm not even worried about. It's fight week. My emotions and my energy is looking over at that arena, thinking, look, it's 36 minutes of boxing, and you could change everything. You could change absolutely everything, and it's not about money. When people say, "Oh yeah, you're fighting," yes, this is millions and millions of pounds that I'm fighting for. But to me, I don't look at this like no other paycheck I've had. It's not about that. It's more than that, because like when you revert back to being a little kid and dreaming about this situation, you don't dream about, when you're a kid, you don't realise what money is. You realise what dreams are. This is the dream. So, I just want to, like I keep saying, I know I keep mambling on about it, but I just want a fair shake of the dice. Win, lose or draw. If it's fair, it's fair. If it's fair and I go in there and get knocked out in 10 seconds, you can shake his hand and say, look, you was a better man. If I go in and knock him out in 10 seconds, you can shake his hand. But as long as everything's fair for everybody, including him and including me. So that's the main thing.
Is it safe to say that your camp has gone perfectly according to your plan?
Look, nobody sits here and, people sit to make an excuse after fights and this and that. I'm very happy the way my camp's gone. I'm happy the way my camp's gone. And, let's forget all the shit and rubbish when people say, oh, this went wrong, that went wrong. Everything can go wrong in camp. No one has a perfect camp. Nobody. Niggles, injuries, good spars, shit spars, feeling good one day, feeling shit the next. No one has a perfect camp. But when that bell goes, it doesn't matter what camp somebody's had, good, bad or rubbish. What's on the line, if you got it in you, you'll bring it out. And that's as simple as that. And especially that it gets no higher in this, it gets no higher in boxing than this. For Canelo Alvarez, maybe so. They're looking at unifications elsewhere, but I've said it a long, long time. Being overlooked and underestimated is a very, very big advantage in my favour. A very big advantage.
While in Las Vegas, Tyson Fury was able to join you for a small part of that time. Was it nice to sort of have, I know that you, amongst your team, you have some of your friends with you helping with your camp, but was it nice to be able to sort of have him around and during the process?
Yeah, it's always good to have Tyson around. He's a character. He takes your mind off in the boxing, and we go for runs, and we've been for runs, we've been for walks. We've had chats, FaceTimes, and me and him don't really talk about boxing, believe it or not. Me and him don't really talk about boxing. We talk about obviously when we both got big fights, we're sit down and I'll have my say, like, watch this, or he does this, and he'll say the same. But this is a chance for us both to be sitting at the top of the pole and to be in the driving seat. So it's a big, big stage.
He'll be here, obviously.
Yeah, he gets in, I think, on Thursday.
Are you nervous, Bill? Or are you more excited?
I'm very, very excited, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm very excited for what's coming, because it's been a long, long time. And when even if a man got up every day for 4 months and just went for a walk every single day, twice a day, he can probably fight 36 minutes. But when a man's getting up every single day, one thing on his mind, win for 4 months, you get excited to get the job done. And you get excited.
Almost like a relief, right?
It's more of this is the only fight where I'm excited for the actual fight. Normally I'm excited for the weigh-in and what I'm going to do the next day. Like I've been to ring walks before. As I'm walking to the ring, and I'm fighting somebody in literally 5 or 10 minutes. And as I'm walking to the ring, I'm thinking, I'm going to go take the kids tomorrow on the motorbikes, and I'm going to take them, I might do this. As I'm walking to the ring, yeah. And this is as I'm walking to the ring. And I think to myself, liven up, you've got to fight now, liven up. I climb in the ropes and just like, but I'm thinking like I'm sitting at home in the couch still. This fight's very, very different. And I believe it's for a reason, So obviously he's got to, put the work in. It's not going to be easy. I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to be the toughest and hardest fight I've ever had. Yeah, but I know that God's good, and I'm here for a reason, and I'm definitely not here to take any part of this. All resume it and taken over.
So the last time I asked you about your weight, Bill, I found out you were setting me up again.
Yeah.
You knew that. I asked you about how much you weighed, and you told me what it was in kilos. Is it kilos that you said? Yeah. And I asked what it was in pounds. And you said you were 195 pounds, which, come to find out in the comment section, it was a complete wind-up.
Yeah, look, look, anybody knows that this magnitude of fight, no one's going to be walking around heavy. No one's...
Come on, Bill, but I was asking a serious question. How much were...
I know, but no one's ever going to give you a serious answer, because no fighter's going to go, well, this is what I weighed this morning before any fight. Nobody's going to give you that. That's, fighters and camps, everything's kept to themselves, and, every little thing helps. And as silly as what it sounds, no fight, even an heavyweight, when an heavyweight fights, they ain't got to make weight, but you ask them what they're weighing, and they'll say a complete different weight than what they are. And that's just how boxing is. It's all full of shit, isn't it? But that's just how it is. But, my weight's perfect. I could fight tomorrow. I could weigh in tomorrow and make weight comfortable.
You're in the best shape of your life, safe to say?
In very, very good shape, yeah.
Yeah. I know how much you love bread. You had to cut that out, didn't you?
Was it?
Bread.
Bread, yeah.
You love bread.
Bread, yeah. I've cut the bread out. I've cut everything out. It's one of them things that I've had a very, very good camp. We've had obviously the nutritionist Greg Marriott, trainer Mark Tibbs, camp manager Tom, strength and conditioner Cam. We've got George Lockhart in camp working alongside Greg, just to make sure that every aspect's covered from everybody. Myself, I've had input from anybody who I value's input, like Tyson's input in the fight. Everybody who I value, I need it, because it's the biggest fight of my life. So you can take it on board, but the main thing is that you go when they're very, 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 very mentally strong. And I'm not here to think about life-changing money and to get in there and I'm fighting and after this it's look what I've got. That don't bother me. Keep all of it, and let me walk out there with the belt, and they can keep the money if they're going to be fair with me. That's all I want.
You're very close with your children. Have you been able to speak with them this week, and what are they telling Daddy?
Listen, I FaceTime and I talk to them, but it's very hard because it's different time zones, and when you're on the phone to any kid, it's like they only got my full attention when I'm there, when we're doing bits and bobs. But when I'm not there, it's, on the phone for 5 minutes, I like to hear the voice, have a chat, and, just to zone back in. But I can't wait to see them. Obviously, I've missed them all, and it's not too long now.
Kind of unfortunate, isn't it, that due to the sort of COVID situation, the travel restrictions, you're not able to have your fans and your family here?
It is what it is. Look, at the end of the day, you can't have everything your own way in life, and you can't always want and get. There's a little bit of giving, a little bit of taking everything in life. And, if that's the rules of the government, that no English fans here, I don't need no English fans here. The fans are not going to help me, and they're not going to help him. The only thing what I will do, when I got 70,000 people screaming against me, that puts me up a gear. I'm not one of these what think is going to go in there and shit myself and think, fucking hell, all these people. That's going to lift me again. When I hear them booing, that's going to lift me. But when I'll be leaving the ring, they'll be cheering.
This past weekend, Chris Eubank Jr. made his return to the ring almost 2 years out. Marcus Morrison put on what people considered a better performance than they thought that he was going to put on. What did you make of it?
Didn't see it. So all I've got to say is well done, Marcus Morrison. He done a lot better than everybody else expected what I hear of. But he's irrelevant to this and irrelevant to me. So I don't really want to comment on somebody who's irrelevant. My energy and focus is on me and this big week ahead of me, the biggest week of my life. So I'm looking forward to doing it, not only for me, for all the UK fans as well.
Bill, I look forward to this fight this weekend. I wouldn't miss it for the world. And I wish you all the best and appreciate your time. I know that not very many people are getting interviews this week, so I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Tune all in, ready to rock and roll. We're going to take over the show, gypsy style. God bless you all.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do so by clicking this icon right here, or else